who's come out today to show their opposition to the budget which was announced last Wednesday. I think it's very clear from the announcements which were made last Wednesday that this government doesn't care about ordinary people. I think that some of the cuts that they introduced are not just unfair, but they're immoral and indecent. To cut the respite care grant is absolutely disgraceful. And there's only one thing that this government will do, and that is they will continue to cut, they will continue to penalise ordinary people unless those ordinary people come together and send a very clear message to those politicians who think that they can just walk over us. So it's important that people attend the meetings over the next couple of weeks that are going to be organised by Sinn Féin in opposition to the property tax, the tax and the family home. It's important that people make their voice heard, because if you were a banker or if you were a bondholder, you would not even have to ask for money. It would be paid over to you without fail and on time. But if you're an ordinary citizen in this state who's struggling to get by, who is faced with choices of putting food on the table or paying an ESB bill, who is counting the cents rather than the euro, then it's up to us to stick together. Because individually our voices may not be heard, but together, all of us, singing off the same hymn sheet and sending this government the one clear message will make a difference. And that message must be, we are not taking this lying down. No more cuts and no more budgets which penalise those who cannot afford to give any more. So I'm asking people, and I know people are despondent, and I know people are wondering, you know, if I come to a protest like this, is it going to make any difference? And it does make a difference. We saw that last year when this government introduced cuts against disadvantaged schools. Parents and students and teachers right across this state came together. In every town, in every city, they came out onto the streets and they said very clearly, we will not accept it. And the government rode back. They turned. And the same can happen again this year, but people need to come out and make their voices heard. Now there's another protest at 2 o'clock meeting outside Connolly Hall in opposition to the family home tax. And it's important that we go and join those people, because as I said, it's only together when our voices are being heard as one will this government start to listen. So I'm asking people to join us as we walk up and march up to meet fellow citizens of this city who are also opposed to the austerity that this government is introducing. Because there may be just over 100 of us here, but when we meet up with the other groups, there'll be a couple of hundred of us there. And when we add in all of the protests which are taking place right throughout this state today, there's a couple of thousand, tens of thousands of people in every city and in every town, in every village, singing off the same hymn sheet and telling this government no more. Enough is enough, and we're just not going to take it. And it's about time you listen to us rather than your paymasters in Europe. Thank you very much. Hey.